News Center 39, winner of the 1984 Emmy Award for Excellence.
This is San Diego's News Center 39 with Dave Gonzalez, Kathy Clark, Al Janis with sports, and Brian Hackney's weather.
And some more of Santa's helpers. Kathy, we're busy on this side of the border today. One local man has taken it upon himself to answer all those letters sent by needy children to Santa. Debbie Dean reports.
San Diego businessman Tony Snesko isn't exactly the epitome of Old St. Nick, but that doesn't bother anyone. Snesko's a process server who at least once a year takes pride in bringing the joy of Christmas to needy families. We followed Snesko, and our first stop was Priscilla Vallejo's home in Linda Vista. She thinks her sister wrote to Santa, but she says whomever it was, she's grateful. What do you think of all these gifts?
God, I can't believe it. This is really Christmas.
The next stop was Lori Ames' house in Normal Heights, where Snesko arrived just in time. They were having a yard sale to raise money for gifts. Lori, who is paralyzed, had written to Santa, but she didn't think he'd get the message. Did you ever think your letter would be answered?
No. I thought it was 1,000,001 shot my letter would be answered.
And then there was a little boy named Isaac who'd been asleep just before the presents arrived, probably dreaming about what he'd get for Christmas. Boy, was he ever happy.
This one is for Ike.
Why does Snesko do it? He says he got tired of giving candy to his clients, so he asked local business people to reverse the trend and help the destitute.
This is the way Christmas is that Santa Claus, which I'm not, but what Santa Claus does is what Jesus said to do, and that is, if you do this unto the least of them, you're doing it unto me.
Snesko plans to do the same thing again next year. He'll start working on that after January 1st, with calls to every business in the city, asking them to sponsor at least one needy family in 1985. But for now, Tony Snesko continues his appointed rounds, bringing Christmas cheer and gifts to those who need it most. Debbie Dean, News Center 39.
Usually, kids tell Santa directly what they want for Christmas. Other children tell him in another way. Normally, the U.S. Post Office receives dozens of letters simply addressed to Santa. Some of the letters tug at heartstrings, as businessman Tony Snesko learned.
Well, last year, I had heard on the radio where a child had written to the post office and sent a letter requesting a doll for his sister and socks for himself. And I had just finished delivering candy to my clients, and I really felt bad.
So this year, Snesko made a deal with the post office. It would give him letters from destitute kids, and he and his business associates would try to make Christmas wishes come true. But things haven't turned out the way Snesko had hoped. It seems the destitute kids just aren't sending their letters to the post office. Snesko says this year kids seem to be writing to the newspapers. The post office has only received 2 Santa letters from needy children. So Snesko is turning in another direction.
What I'm in desperate need of now is letters from parents and neighbors of people that are destitute, that are not going to have a Christmas.
Snesko says the letters must be mailed tonight so he and his staff can screen the notes. He has a special address. It's Santa Claus, San Diego, 92199, 9393.